Fancy a trip to the land of the rising sun? Well, that would not be so weird because over 25 million people make their way to the cluster of islands known as Japan just so that they could see the wonderful beauty that the natural wonders, cities, historical landmarks, and entertainment venues found in this beautiful country for themselves. Want to see what we mean? Join us as we take a look at the 20 best places to visit in Japan. Number 20, Kyoto. When many people make their way to the Japanese archipelago, they cannot help but make a stop at Kyoto. Known for being a place with over a millennia of history, Kyoto is where many tourists can find 17 UNESCO cultural heritage sites, as well as over 2,000 temples and shrines to visit. Kyoto is also home to the sort of natural beauty that cannot be witnessed anywhere else on the planet. Not only is this place known for its historical and natural beauty, it is also known as a place of innovation and learning, as it has also become a city known for its high concentration of universities that are pushing the ante in terms of technology and innovation. One more reason people seem to find their way to Kyoto is that its long history of harmony seems to have made way for a culture of hospitality that cannot be experienced anywhere else in the world. There is truly no way you can go to Japan without visiting Kyoto, the city that was rated as the world's best city for 2 years straight. You would not want to miss out on the wonderful experience of visiting Kyoto. Number 19, Mount Fuji. Once you are done taking in the historical and cultural sites found in Kyoto, do not hesitate to make your way to Mount Fuji, the source of much fascination and artistic inspiration to many people from all over the world. Standing at a height of 3,776 meters, Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in the entire country of Japan and has been considered to be an ancient site to the people who call this country home, so much so that it is said that everyone must witness the sunrise from the top of this famous mountain at least once in their lives. Well, people have taken this advice seriously for some time now because it has been reported that over 300,000 make their way to this holy mountain every year so that they could witness the magnificence, beauty, and spiritual essence that could be found in such a hallowed place. Who knows? You could be one of them too. Number 18, Mie. Although it is believed that not many tourists make their way to the prefecture of Mie, we must say that there are tons to see and do when you make your way to this scenic location. Many would benefit from laying their eyes on the Izejingu Shrine, one of the most sacred and most important places in Japan. Apparently, it is dedicated to the goddess known as Amaterasu, the Shinto deity from which the imperial family and Japan itself as a whole is said to have descended from. Once you are done paying homage to the sacred deity there, you can take in the natural sights found in Mie. From breathtaking places to unbelievably tall mountains, visitors to Mie will find that this is one of the most beautiful places you'd see in the entire country. Number 17, Osaka. Considered to be one of the most charming and relaxed cities in the entire country, we have found that the millions of people that make their way to Osaka every year cannot help but fall in love with what is considered to be the most vibrant cities in the entire country. Visitors can enjoy the unique blend of historical and cultural sites and landmarks found there, the modern structures that make the city stand out. There you can take in the sights of ancient temples such as Shitenoji, while also being amazed by the Umeda Sky Building and the Bunraku Theater at the same time. Let's also not forget the mouth-watering cuisine found there. Visitors have been left astounded by the deliciousness of local culinary specialties such as takoyaki and okonomiyaki. Truly, a visit to Japan would not be complete without a visit to the so-called Kitchen of Japan. Number 16, Nara. Before you head to another destination in the Japanese archipelago, make sure you make your way to Nara so that you can witness the splendor of nature for yourself. Located not too far away from Kyoto and Osaka, you'd find Nara, a city that is well noted in the history and culture of this great nation. Not only is it considered to be the first capital territory of this ancient country, it is also known to be the home of the sacred deer that are free to graze there. To be honest, tourists may find that many of their peers that head to Nara typically come there for the chance to make friends with the gentle creatures there, but they will also leave Nara awestruck by sights such as the Todai-ji Temple, hiking on Mount Wakakusa, following which they can warm their bellies with the local sake made there. Do not miss out on the experience of visiting Nara. Number 15, Tokyo. There was simply no way anyone thought about visiting Japan without Tokyo being their first stop on the list of places to visit in the land of the rising sun. We cannot blame them. Tokyo is considered to be one of the most unique and most exciting cities on the entire planet, especially as it seems to offer its visitors a wide range of experiences that include anything from traditional Japanese culture to experiencing some of the state-of-the-art technology that pips that found anywhere else on Earth. Considering that it's the home of popular landmarks such as the world-famous Shibuya Crossing, or that it is home to naturally beautiful places such as the Shinjuku Gyoen, the beautiful and lush garden found in the city, there is a ton of beauty to take in. Let's not forget about the historically significant sites that can be found in Yanasen, home to some of the most historical spots found in Tokyo. There, you can witness the cherry blossoms in the Yanaka Cemetery during the spring season. Also, don't miss out on the vibrant nightlife found in spots such as Shinjuku, so that you can visit the bubbling izakaya bars. There truly is something for everyone hoping to make the most of Japan in Tokyo. Number 14. The Michinoku Coastal Trail. You can't say you actually got to visit Japan if you didn't make your way through the Michinoku Coastal Trail. What is so special about this place? Well, the Michinoku Coastal Trail is a long trail that follows the Pacific coast as it makes its way from Hachinoi City in the Aomori Prefecture to Soma City in the Fukushima Prefecture. Once you decide to go down this trail, you may find that you cannot draw yourself away from the beautiful cliffs, the magnificent coastline, and the beautiful views of the waters in the area. Hiking up and down this trail may be the experience of a lifetime. Number 13. Nikko. It seems as though it does not suffer from a lack of historical yet scenic locations, with Nikko being the prime location for any tourist looking to take in the beauty and the cultural experiences of this ancient country. Nikko has so much cultural and historical significance that some of its most famous sites are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. One of such sites is the Toshogu Shrine Complex, which is a mausoleum of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the powerful Tokugawa shogunate, which held the reins of power in Japan from 1603 all the way to 1867. Visitors are bound to fall in love with the colorful nature of this unbelievable place. Experience the splendor of the Shinkyo Bridge, go hiking in the Nikko National Park, the home to an ancient tradition of mountain worship. Do not miss out on the sights to be found in the Tamozawa Imperial Villa. Do not miss out on the cultural wonders to be found in Nikko. Number 12. Kamikochi. Speaking of another place that is just spoiled with scenic locations, there is no way we can tell you about visiting Japan without talking about the wonderful place that is Kamikochi. The hikers among the tourists will find this place alluring because it is believed to be surrounded by some of the most impressive peaks in the entire country. That is saying a lot when you are talking about a country that is filled with tons of natural structures like mountains and volcanoes. These hikers may find that they may be drawn to the Hotaka mountain range when they are in Kamikochi, as this is believed to be the most iconic mountain range found there. In the very least, they will be enticed by the challenge of Mount Hotaka, one of the tallest mountains in Japan, as it stands at 3,190 meters. Add the rich and vibrant fauna found in the area, and the breathtaking lakes also found nearby, and you may not find a more scenic place on the entire planet. Kamikochi is definitely worth the visit for anyone hoping to get the best views of Japan. Number 11. Kanazawa. Once you guys are done taking in the breathtaking sights found in the wonderful mountain ranges found in Kanazawa, why don't you head over to the wonderful city of Kanazawa? It will be something of a stark contrast to the wonders of nature found in the scenic spot of Kamikochi, but while it may not offer the charm of the mountain ranges and the beautiful lakes and fauna surrounding them, Kanazawa makes up for this by being something of a historical and cultural hub of Japan. For starters, it is known to be something of a hub of Japanese culture and arts for almost half a millennia now. For as long as we can remember, it had been considered the epicenter of tons of traditional arts and craft, starting from the time of the Maeda family lords of the Kaga domain. Aside from this, tourists would also be left in a state of awe when they realize that Kanazawa is a real castle that has been standing since the Edo period, which is when Shogun Tokugawa ruled in Japan. Despite this highly historically relevant castle standing tall here, you'd find that Kanazawa is also a place that is pushing the ante when it comes to futuristic tech. Just take a look at the Kanazawa station or the modern DT Suzuki Museum. There is no shortage of cultural or contemporary wonders in Kanazawa. Number 10. Takayama. Another region in Japan known for its natural beauty, there is no shortage of things to see in the city of Takayama. Just one glimpse of the scenic landscapes, the traditional architecture, and the stunning views offered by the change of the seasons in this region will show you why you must make your way to Takayama when you finally visit Japan. Let's also not forget that it is the site of some of the most unique culture, delicious culinary delights, and festivals that have been going on for hundreds of years. In Takayama alone, tourists can travel back into the Edo period, visiting several historical sites in the town. Head over to Sanmachi Tsujito to get a look at how the Japanese were living in the 16th century. Tired of traveling back in time? Then do not miss out on the taste of Nihonshu sake, the local brew that has been in Japanese culture for thousands of years. Why don't you take sips of this sake in a bid to wash down the local Hita-gyu beef? Head over to Takayama to experience these pleasures of Japan now. Number 9. Ishigaki. Looking to enjoy some time by the beach while you are in Japan? Why don't you head down south to the island of Ishigaki? Famously known for its sandy beaches, there are tons to see and do while you are making your way through Ishigaki. For starters, you can observe the first sunrise of the year when you visit the Tamatorizaki Observatory in Ishigaki. The same can be said if you happen to make your way to the Kabira Bay, where you can enjoy the vibrant colors of the ocean and the fauna that can be spotted in the horizon. Not satisfied with just looking at the beautiful turquoise waters, why don't you dive into them? There are tons of scuba diving and snorkeling activities to be enjoyed while you are at Ishigaki. You can even take a trip back in time as you enjoy the views found in the historic Ishigaki Yaima village. Honestly, you may not find a more beautiful village in all of Japan. Number 8. Kobe. Aside from being the place known for the world-famous Kobe beef and being the inspiration for the name of one of the most legendary NBA players in the history of the game, Kobe is a great place to visit if you want to get a full feel of what it's like to be in Japan. After all, it is noted to be the second city to open its gates to the outside world back in the late 1800s. Thanks to this, it has been able to accommodate all sort of visitors who want to visit the ancient shrines and temples found in the area while feeling at home thanks to the foreign architecture that could be found in the region. While tourists are there, they can also enjoy some local festivals such as the Kobe Matsuri, as well as foreign-inspired festivals such as jazz festivals. Not only that, but visitors can also take in some of the finest sights of nature that Japan has to offer when they are in Kobe. The city phases itself out as it makes way for the beautiful fauna and the vibrant nightlife that can be found in places such as the Nunobiki Gardens and the Rocco Farm. A visit to Kobe is definitely a delight for all who make it there. Number 7. Hakone. Looking to have a bit of a countryside vacation while you are in Japan? Do not waste any time heading over to Hakone so that you can have a relaxing time in this nation. For starters, while you are in Hakone, you can enjoy the famous hot springs baths that are found there. There are as many as 17 officially recognized hot springs that provide naturally heated water to the hotels, ryokans, and other bathing facilities found there, thereby ensuring that visitors are bound to have the most relaxing time while they are still in Japan. A visit to Hakone also offers tourists the breathtaking view of the previously mentioned Mount Fuji and access to some of the most exciting hiking trails found in the area. Looking for something more historically significant? Do not waste any time in visiting the local art museums found in the area. Hakone is definitely a place worthy of a visit while you are still in Japan. Number 6. Hiroshima. Sure, many of us history buffs may be familiar with Hiroshima just because it was the first place the atomic bomb was dropped during the harrowing days of World War II, but there is still much to be seen when you make your way to this historical city. After visiting the atomic bomb dome, a symbol of peace to the rest of the world, visitors can make their way around the city so that they can visit other culturally significant landmarks such as Itsukushima Shrine and its famous Vermilion Otorii Gate that was built in 593 CE. You can also make your way to Hiroshima Castle to get another dose of history, or you could head over to the Shukaien Garden, which may signify the fact that beauty can still flourish in a place that has seen some of the ugliest parts of humanity. Number 5. Sapporo. For those looking to step away from the well-trodden paths of spots such as Tokyo, Kyoto, or Osaka, they may head over to Sapporo so that they can explore some of the enders found here. Simply put, Sapporo gives locals and tourists alike access to some of the most beautiful mountains, hot springs, and other landscapes that can be found in this beautiful country. Don't take our word for it. See how you feel after you have visited Moerenuma Park or Nakajima Park. Want a bit of history to boot? You cannot beat a visit to Sapporo Fushimi Inari Shrine. Looking to enjoy something a bit more vibrant and active? Why don't you visit Susukino to sample the nightlife in Sapporo? Truly, there is a bit of something for everyone when they head over to Sapporo. Number 4. Yokohama. Looking for another peaceful city in the Japanese archipelago? Why don't you scoot on over to Yokohama, the beautiful and peaceful harbor city that is eager and willing to welcome all sorts of visitors hoping to enjoy the best of what Japan has to offer. Not only is this city gearing itself for the future as it seeks to achieve net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050, it also remembers that it is part of such a historical country like Japan that tea has created an enduring and unique local culture for itself. Considered to be the gateway to Japan by many, this hub of culture, industry, and innovation is definitely worth the visit to those hoping to make the most of what Japan has to offer. Number 3. Kamakura. Another great spot for one to visit when they make their way to Japan, Kamakura is actually one of the top places to visit when you finally get there. Considered to be a small city as it is home to only about 200,000 people, there must be something special about this small city if millions of people are willing to visit it every year. Perhaps it is because these tourists can take part in tours that show off some of the best religious and cultural sites found there. People can visit the many Buddhist shrines and temples found there, as well as the many museums showcasing the history of the region. People can even stretch their legs by taking part in hikes on the amazing mountains found there. Trust us when we say you will thoroughly enjoy a visit to Kamakura. Number 2. Lake Biwa. As we toured this wonderful nature, we realized that it would be utterly remiss of us if we failed to tell you why you must visit Lake Biwa. Considered to be the largest body of freshwater in the whole of Japan, there is no way you can visit this country without taking a look at these unmatched scenes. Apparently, shaped like the lute-like instrument which, despite its name, it is believed to be of the 20 ancient lakes found in the country and is estimated to be anything between 400,000 to 4 million years old. Considering the fact that there are many landmarks in the La Collina Omihachiman, a paradise-like garden in the area, Lake Biwa is definitely one of the best scenic sites to visit if you ever find yourself in Japan. Number 1. Hokkaido. For those hoping to get a scenic view of Japan while making the most of the scenic views this country has to offer, there may be no better place to visit in the entire country than to head over to the northern island of Hokkaido. Apparently, the island is already quite famous thanks to its breathtaking wilderness, but what makes it stand out so much is that its world-class powder snow seems to make the place a rather popular destination for those hoping to have the best skiing and snowboarding experiences in Japan. That is why many seem to head over there during the Sapporo Snow Festival, as this would give them access to local delicacies such as Sapporo ramen and the Sapporo beer. To get to take part in such novelties, one may have to make their way to some of the top-class resorts found there. We're talking about resorts such as Rusutsu and Furano. Hokkaido isn't only relevant in the winter months, as it is also the perfect place to visit in the spring and the summer thanks to the national parks found there. That way, tourists can spot the hot springs and volcanic lakes found there. It is truly a sight for sore eyes.